thank you for having us here today at DeMers Meats, and just wanted to ask a few questions about your company and about how you've gone through the pandemic and how we can support you here in Sacramento. So, Eric, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started?
Sure. DeMers Meats has been here almost 6 years now. We're a whole animal butcher. We source everything from local family farms. All of our meats are naturally raised, so we don't deal with any feedlots or hormones, antibiotics, any of that stuff. Just like an old traditional butcher shop, we bring in everything whole, and then we make everything in the shop out of those same meats. So all of our sausages, all of our deli meats, pâtés, all of our prepared foods and stuff are all using those same meats, which is kind of a unique benefit of a whole animal butchery.
So how have things been going through the pandemic? When it started, how did you guys respond? Were you ready for that?
Oddly enough, we were ready. 2 weeks before anybody said anything about locking down or staying at home or wearing masks or anything, I came to the shop that next morning and just told the guys, I'm like, all right, let's just start doing this. We're going to load the cases every day like it's a freaking holiday. We're going to produce, we're going to crank stuff out, we're going to do everything we can do. Let's just go. Let's just go wide open and see what happens. That first week when it was like ground beef and toilet paper week, we were already like, okay, we got stuff. Keep coming, keep coming.
Yeah.
Let's put on masks. Let's limit the amount of people into the shop to 4 people. We'll start taking phone orders. We just had to kind of open our eyes and our minds to like how that's going to work, because we make everything in the shop. We run out of stuff because there's a finite amount of cuts on the animal. We run out of those, but if we don't have something here, we have this, and this will work for this, and we can switch things around. And we took every single phone order. Every phone order got packed right then and there. And we just started like bringing in more animals from our farms, which benefited us, benefited our farmers, but it benefited our customers too, because we were able to supply a little bit heavier so we wouldn't run out. Anything anyone had been looking for at that time, we got them.
I know that you do a lot of things to help support other local businesses in the area. Tell us a little bit about how you make purchases to help other businesses in the area, and you try to stay real local.
Yeah, so any of the things that we don't produce in the shop come from small family farms. So we try to keep it as local as we can and as true to the core values of the shop. Being a whole animal butcher, there's a lot of cuts and roasts and bits and pieces that we can't necessarily absorb into like our dinner box program. So there's a lot of cuts that we can't necessarily use. We kind of open our doors to our friends that own restaurants as well. We've been doing a lot of stuff with Camden Spit and Larder, feeding their family meal program, and then Cannon Restaurant, Mulvaney's. I send them out a list every week and just say, hey, we've got this, or even if I miss a week with the list, they'll call me and say, do you have shanks, or do you have round, or what do you have? That they can then use to basically keep their doors open.
Awesome.
How can people help us? Just keep shopping local.
What's like the number one go-tos that if you've never been to DeMers and come on in and grab something today, what would that be?
We have a prepared meals program. So on Tuesdays we roast whole chickens. This is a whole organic chicken on a bed of potatoes. So every Wednesday we do a different soup. Lately it's been every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Our dinner boxes are on Thursday nighs. There's $25. It feeds 2 people with leftovers usually. All of our beef has never been on a feedlot. It's exactly what when people say, oh, I'm eating grass-fed beef.
Yeah.
It's exactly what they think they're eating.
Yeah.
My grass-fed beef and the grass-fed beef in the grocery store, they're both cows.
Right.
But that's pretty much where it stops.
The health factor is...
Yeah, it's really amazing. The textures and the flavors and the availability of the stuff is really amazing. We're definitely like an open door butcher shop. You can come in and you can ask us whatever you want, and we'll get, even if it's not what you needed or thought you needed, we'll direct you in the right spot, and we can teach you how to cook it too, which is kind of an added bonus.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've loved about you guys is everybody that works here is incredible. Tell me a little bit about your guys real quick.
Everybody's got like legitimate restaurant experience. Eric worked at Zuni Cafe in San Francisco for years. He ran that restaurant. Brandon, who is our chef, worked at this restaurant in Oakland called Camino, which is a whole animal restaurant, so he's really, really good at using the whole animal. Nick is our head butcher. He's a really good butcher, a hard worker. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
B is he's the guy. He just runs around, does everything. Patrick's just nuts and helps us out everywhere he can. We've all kind of pulled together with the volume increase. Everybody's progressing, everybody's pushing all the time. We're still trying to find that phantom new cut that nobody knows where it is.
Yeah.
And just taking care of the customers. Everybody genuinely enjoys when the customers come in.
Well, thank you so much. I know that you have a very busy schedule, and to take time out to let us interview you is amazing. So there you have it, guys. Eric Miller, and I'm Michael DeMers, and this is B. Miller Meats.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was awesome.